Welcome to Grow with Sunshine. On this program, we're always about our growth and personal development as young people who are intentional about their lives. And you know how it is, it's February season. So it's a month of love, and we're going to have to incorporate that into our personal growth and development series, okay? So that they don't leave us out of the love season. And today we're going to be discussing something really very important. All right, so because it's love season, I want us to look at boundaries. This season people are talking about a lot of things: how to marry right, how to be in the perfect kind of relationship. Some people have made it their life mission to pepper singles and all of that. It's just about love. But I want us to look at boundaries, especially because this does not only impact romantic relationships now. This impacts, all round relationships with your friends, at your workplace, family, just name it. Okay. This is something that you can apply all round. And this conversation is really very important, especially because we let a lot of things slide, and we just ruin our relationships because we don't set boundaries. People get to disrespect us, not, because we give them that hand by not setting the necessary boundaries. All right. That's what we're going to be looking at this evening. My name is Sunshine Chikezie, and I'm your radio sweetheart. Let's jump right into our conversation for this evening. We're looking at boundaries in relationships, setting boundaries in relationships. And just by hearing the word boundaries, most times people tend to just shift away from it because they think it's something that can ruin relationships, something that can destroy relationships. It's just a tough word to hear. When we're looking at boundaries now, we're looking at limits that you set on how much of yourself you're going to give, how much of your time you're going to give, how much of your energy, how much of your emotions, your resources that you're willing to give in any relationship, regardless of whether it's a romantic relationship or it's just a platonic relationship. Okay, you're supposed to be able to say, you know what, this is what I am okay with as an individual. This is what I am not okay with as an individual. This is how you can treat me as an individual. This is how you cannot treat me as an individual. If you don't have these boundaries set in place, a lot of things can get spoiled. So some persons think that people who set boundaries build some sort of walls around them, and it makes people unable to access them. But that's not true. I like to think that boundaries are like gates, right? The difference now between walls and gates is that with gates, there's a door. You are now the one to decide who comes in and who goes out. With walls, there's no entry at all. But with boundaries, you are the one that can decide. They're like gates. It just means that people cannot enter anyhow. People cannot behave anyhow they want, towards you. There are rules. Do you understand? And if you don't set these boundaries, and this is important, especially because this is love season, like I said before, without boundaries, people are going to enter your emotional space anyhow, do things to you anyhow, and you might not even be able to speak up for yourself. And these things can drain your energy. They can drain your energy. And the reason why it's a sieve most people don't set boundaries is that they don't know how important setting boundaries can be. Boundaries teach people how to relate with you properly. Yes. It's not as somebody will say you'll be unapproachable. You get some kind of things where you say you go talk now, people no go they near you. It's not true. The people who are supposed to be in your life, even with your boundaries, they will be there. Boundaries protect your emotional health because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Do you understand? You are always there emotionally for people. Every time you are giving, you don't even receive. When you're drained out, how you go do? If everybody is taking from you and nobody is pouring into you, trust me, you're going to become a bitter person. It's not because you're a bad person, no. It's just because you don't tire. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Boundaries make relationships healthier. When people know what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like, people who truly care about you, they are going to respect your boundaries. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Boundaries teach people how to treat you. It's very, very important that you know that. If you don't define how you want to be treated, people will treat you how maybe they treat people in their house, how their background taught them to treat people, any way that is in their favor. And because you don't talk about it, because you don't complain about it, people think that, she's okay with it. She's okay with me calling her, 20 missed calls by 1 a.m. in the morning. Bro, are you flying in the night? My sister, I know they sleep. Don't worry. Anytime that you call her, she's going to answer. Anytime that you need her, she's going to show up. When I need you, do you show up? The same energy that I bring in, do you bring it? Or am I just pouring and pouring and pouring? And like I said earlier, let's be clear. This is not only about, romantic relationships. I know I pointed out that, this is a love month and we're going to be touching, some topics around that. But this can also apply to any kind of relationships. Yes, fine. Romantic relationships. Take, for instance, now your partner checks your phone without permission. From where to where to where to where? Why? Give me the reasons why you're doing that. But that's going to be applicable if there are no boundaries at all from the start. And this is not even only about cheating now or, all of those things that they usually say. No, it's respect. Why should you go through my phone without asking me? Why are you sneaking up on me? Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? They will not say, I just wanted to be sure. Wanted to be sure of what? It's because you both the male and you people have not set healthy boundaries. By setting healthy boundaries in this scenario that I'm painting now, you could just tell your partner that, you see, in this relationship, we don't go through our phones. If there's something that you're comfortable about, can we talk about it? Don't go through my phones. That's my boundary. In friendships, boundaries can come in. That's also they borrow money, but you don't even tire. The person never returns it. Borrow stuff from you, never returns it. The boundary should be, you know what? I value this our friendship. I love you too much to lose you because of borrowing. I love you too much to lose you because every time you borrow something, you don't return it intact, or you never even return it at all. This doesn't mean that you're a bad person, but the only money that I can give you is the one I can give away. The one that I know that I don't need again, and I'm not going to ask you for it. And it has happened to me. It protected a relationship, just like a friendship, not like a romantic relationship or something, And one time the person asked me for it was just little money, and I gave. Never returned it. The second time, never returned it. I'm like, okay, wow, that's nice. I just use my tongue to count my teeth because I know that this is the kind of situation that is going to ruin this beautiful relationship that is going on, this beautiful friendship that is going on. One time the person asked me for a bigger amount of money. At the top of my head, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You've not been able to return small money. Urgent 2K, you never give me back. Plenty money. Who is going to be chasing you around? And you see that kind of a thing when you continue to keep quiet, before you know what is happening, you're resenting the person. No, you set boundaries. I'm sorry, this is the only amount I'm able to give. I'm not saying don't borrow money to your oh no. I'm not saying don't gift your friends stuff or don't lend your friends money. I'm saying if the person never returns and it's becoming a problem, you have to what? Set boundaries. Yes, very important. Let's come to family. Yes, there's also boundaries. Oh, say because it's my family. No. If not, people will talk too much. People will talk you down. People will make you feel so bad. People take for instance now, relatives go just they call you. Okay, I mean this is love season. Just they call you. When are you getting married, brotherly, sisterly? It's not your, it's not your business. Why are you asking me when I'm getting married? You're seeing people who just got married. You say, "Oh, I never born. I never still born. Oh, na only man una dey born, na not dey born woman." What is your business with that? What is your business? Sometimes they don't even know, and that's also why you need to correct it. You need to respectfully say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, auntie. Please don't ask me that again. It's not okay to ask me that." Some nosy friends that sometimes they think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Yes, I appreciate your concern, but I'm not comfortable discussing my relationship life with you. You can also throw it off as a joke, but those kind of jokes that I mean what I'm saying. When they bring husband come out, she then they select the husband for like Okirika. And after when they bring wife come back, I don't understand. They sell her for market. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? I know that some persons can be asking those questions, I don't know, in a very, it's not like they really, care. There are some of those kind of aunties in the village, them now. And my pikin don't even marry. The other time, you know go marry. Or my pikin don't even, you know, they get two children now since you never marry. Waiting they happen. Some of them, it might not even be out of concern. Maybe it's just even to spite you. You should be able to stand your ground and say, you know what? No, don't cross. It's a line you want to cross now. Don't cross it. Yes, it applies to family too. Because if you don't set these boundaries, people are going to continue to, hurt you with some of the things that they say with their actions. And before you know what is happening, you are, you are, let me even use the word hate. You're hating somebody deep down in your heart. Anytime you see the person, you've already started boiling in your heart. It's something that the person has been doing that they don't even know. But in this scenario now, it's your fault because you did not set that boundary. Office relationships, Kuma, they inside. Because you are nice, they'll just be pushing all the work to you. Okay, Oshe, nice woman, nice man. Every time you are leaving late, hey, please, can you help me? No. I love you too much to start having issues with you because of these things. No, don't hug me in that manner. No. I know that there are some kind of jokes. I don't take those. No. Please don't do that. Don't do that. If you're a person who don't like people calling you pet names, stand on it. Some people, before you know what they happen now, handshake go can't enter elbow. That's where they start. Somebody wants to hug you, and before you know what they are hugging you, they are bringing their hand down to your lower body. What is your? Don't do. You stand firm. Somebody is passing some kind of comments that you know that don't keep it. I'm telling you, boundaries are important. You need to learn it. It's part of personal growth and development. Do you understand? Even in church, even in community, all of these things, you have to set. Oh yes, I love to serve the Lord, but I mean there are some lines that don't cross this one, please. It's very, very important. We need to learn to do these things. We need to be able to teach people how to treat us. The reason why it's as if most relationships are failing, and I'm not talking about only romantic relationships now, all round, right? Is because you don't teach people how to treat you. And when they begin to treat you the way that they know best, it becomes a problem for you. So people are from broken backgrounds and they don't know better. If you don't tell them, they would think it's a normal thing. If you set that boundary, trust me, right? Okay, take for instance, I remember those days when we were in school. If you were one of those kind of people that, never likes to tell, in fact, never like to talk in the exam hall, I know you will relate to what I'm saying. That's a boundary for some people. And yes, you can have that as a boundary, right? Even as students. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? There's some of those, students back then in school that never talk in exam halls. Very intelligent people never talk in exam halls. You go call them tire. You go do them si tire. They no go answer you. See, when it starts, I mean, the early stages where you don't respond to people in the exam halls, you don't talk, you don't tell people answers and all, people not go like you. That's so they be. That's how boundaries are. People don't take instructions with joy and gladness. It's no, they want to fight back. But when you stand on it, now them go they help you preach your message. That one, no, it will not become you after exams. Everybody go smile and laugh, but they know that you see in the exam halls. Please don't talk to. She doesn't like that's her standard. She doesn't like talking to. At first, it might be a problem, but on the long run, don't worry yourself. People adapt to change. They are going. Stop making excuses for people. If I do, I'm now. I will not have friends again. People will not talk to me. That's why you are letting them, pass those kind of jokes to you. Are you serious? Is that why you're letting somebody touch you in that manner? Are you kidding me right? No. Set boundaries. I just listed the reasons why it's important for you to set boundaries. I've talked about how that, it doesn't have to be about romantic relationships now. It applies all around. I've talked about how the boundaries protect your emotional health. I've talked about how that it prevents hidden resentment. Many of us, we don't get angry loudly. We get angry quietly. Now, so you go to talk, it's fine, don't worry. It's fine, don't worry. Tomorrow you go talk, it's fine, it's fine. One day, you will just explode over something that is very small. You will not know that explosion, it's not today it started. It started when that girl started saying some kind of things, started touching you in some kind of manner, and you go just, they leave her. The person will just be, before you know what is happening, you will just explode one of these days. So no, if you set boundaries, it's going to prevent, hidden anger, hidden resentment. And I told you also that boundaries teach people how to treat you. If you don't define how you want to be treated, people will guess their way around. They will just they treat you as it comes. And because you're not even talking about it, they'll think that that's a good way to treat you. All right? So let's look at how to set boundaries now. Before you set a boundary, you have to even ask yourself, what are the things that I like? What are the things that drains me? What are the things that make me uncomfortable? What are the things I know that if somebody does to me now, if somebody says to me now, I'm going to be very uncomfortable with it. I don't tolerate this kind of thing. If you don't know your limits, you cannot set boundaries. So that's the first thing. Sit with yourself. There was a time we talked about self-discovery on this platform, and I talked about how that it's very important to sit with yourself most times and ask yourself questions, because that's the way to know yourself. Most of us who are moving around, we don't even know ourselves. So if you don't know yourself, how do you teach another person about you? What drains you? What makes you uncomfortable? What do you resent? If you are a person who, you don't like late night calls, but because it's this person, you keep answering. Every time the call comes in, you go first, just you could just complain. Why is this person calling me by this? You now pick the call and be like, oh, hello, how are you doing? Good evening. How was work today? But before you took that call, the thing prepare you for body. Somebody's calling you by 11 p.m. It's not, and you know that you don't like. I don't have a problem if you love it, though. Back in those days, we like, midnight calls. Those days that we used to do midnight calls and all of that. Even with the midnight calls, isn't everybody that has the audacity or authority to call you by that time? Is everything all right with you? Who do you think you are in my life that you want to be calling me by that time? So if you don't like it, you can tell somebody, please, office hours, office work. If I don't reach house, please Please, let me focus on other things. I don't like work, when I'm at home. Are you calling me 10 missed calls? Did I steal your rib? Am I with your what's that thing called again? Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? You set it straight. It's not when they now call you, you now say, "Oh, are you serious? How's your day now?" But you don't like it. Just tell the person, I'm sorry, I don't take calls after 10 p.m. unless it's urgent. Unless it's a life and death issue. Unless there's really a reason. There's some persons that would even tell you, if it's not that important, please send me a text message. Some people might trivialize this and I'm saying, why for other persons is very, very, very important for them. Please don't hug me full hug. Hug me side hug. There's somebody I know that doesn't hug men. As far as you're not like, you're just a normal person in their lives, please, handshakes are fine. Why are you hugging me? And why are you even hugging me in that manner? I told you now, some persons, you go one handshake, they go past handshake, they enter elbow. Somebody is passing all those nasty, nasty comments that we can't even say on radio because children are listening. You know what I'm talking about. Some of your people in your office, they do. In fact, some of your partners, the people that you're in a romantic relationship with, both male and female, you get the way where your woman go follow you. Even you go, they wonder, babe, why are you saying? Why would you say that? Call all those bluff. If you continue to keep quiet and you say, no worry, no worry. That's how it will be piling up until one day, you will just blow up. The next way, I told you now, the first way is to what? To know your limits. You have to know these limits. If you don't know them, you cannot set boundaries. You need to understand what drains you, what makes you uncomfortable, what you like, what you don't like, what you know that if people do to you, you will not like it. You tell them immediately, as I'm meeting you, as I'm telling you, this is me, this is not me. Do you understand? I don't drink. So if you people are cooking that thing that you people are cooking and you know that you put something inside, please tell me early. Do you understand the point? That don't do that. Don't put something in my drink. I know that you people are doing it to catch crews, but that's not me. That's not me. It's not okay. If you do it, this relationship or this friendship is over. And you keep to your word. If not, now so then go put something for your drink. They go say, oh, you saw that all of us will feel happy and all of that. You go vex. You can say, okay, no problem. Tomorrow then go do them again. I'm just giving these examples. You can, use other examples of things happening around you also and put it side by side. Number 2, say no without explaining or over explaining. No is a complete sentence. Yes. Sometimes, I remember one time, one teenager reached out to me to say, oh, how do you say no? I say no. The person say no, I say yes. It's a complete sentence. You don't have to write an entire essay, I can't. I'm sorry, no. Can you do? I can't. No. You don't need to start saying, the thing is, no, I cannot because I'm so tired. I slept late. I have work. You don't owe everyone long explanations like that. Especially for boundary where you don't already set, where you don't talk about. No, I'm so sorry, sir. This particular thing, I'm so sorry. No, sir. You don't need to do plenty explanation. Do you understand? And it's also important. This next thing I want to say is also very, very important because most people, communicate their boundaries when they are angry. You don't have to let it get to the point when you're angry before you communicate. That's why it's very, very important, to even know your boundaries. As they hot. Do you understand my point? Communicate early. Boundaries work best when you say them early. You don't wait until somebody has done this thing the first time. Okay, just say it. I'm so sorry, please. Don't call me pet names. I don't like it. Somebody's calling you, oh, my love, my sweet, I'm so sorry. Please don't do that again. My name is Chikeze Sunshine. Don't call me pet names. And you start, do Do you understand? You don't have to wait. The person has called you pet name the first time, the thing irritated you because from where to where to where? Why? Person has called you again, then you now blow up. Is that what is that? Don't call me that. Hey, do you understand? Just tell when the first time somebody calls you very late at night, say it's the first time. Just tell the person, please, I'm usually offline after 10 p.m. Please, can we talk earlier than this next time? Please, can you not call me after 10 p.m.? You don't talk and you don't be. Next time when the person call you by after 10 p.m., you don't go pick the call. And you don't feel bad about it. And another way also is to be very calm about it. I know that some boundaries that people cross can be very, very annoying. And I'm even using very simple, relatable examples. But you know the thing where they talk. Say, get some kind of boundaries where people don't cross. Maybe say, you won't give them uppercut, but you say, I'm not a violent person because do you understand the point I'm trying to make? I'm just using very simple examples. If you're not comfortable with jokes about your body, my sister, see your stomach, you don't they come out to what's your bit? Don't talk about my body. I'm telling you, if you don't correct people, they're going to continue doing it because they think everything is cruise. You have to be calm when you're, communicating your boundaries, especially because it shouldn't be something to be aggressive about. These are my rules. These are the things that guard my life. There are some certain things I don't like. There are places I don't like to go. So don't come and say you want to do me surprise birthday and you not carry me to that place. I do not even know that because you want to do surprise birthday. But as my friend, you know that there are places I don't go. There are things I don't do. There are some kind of conversations I'm not inside. I don't know. These are my boundaries. And as humans, these things should be applicable to everybody. There should be places you don't go. There should be things you don't say. There should be kind of clothes you don't wear. There should be acts that, if somebody talks here, I see this person, they do like, they go say, no, no be this person. They do like that. Do you understand? If somebody is making jokes about you, the person has done it for the first time, please, can you not talk about my body again? I don't like it. It's not, no, please. What are we even talking about that is bringing up talking about my body? Why? And some people might think that you're rude. It's okay. These are your rules. That's why I said most times it's because we've seen setting boundaries as bad things. And most times people who have boundaries, people gaslight them for it. We just want to say, okay, you know what, anything goes. No, they can body shame me. Is it not on my flesh? It's not entering my body now. That kind of thing. Don't worry. No. Somebody go, they follow you talk. The person go down, they insult you. You know all those insults. You know what I'm saying. It's just that there are some words that can't be used on radio. Person go laugh, beat you, call you one rotten name like that. Even you, the thing shock you. Instead of correcting it immediately, you say na play. Tomorrow, down to my social media. That when I was in secondary school, because it cannot even afford to happen again now. When I was in secondary school, you know how it is, Facebook and all of that. And then you post the picture and somebody comes to your comment section and just, maybe somebody that you know from school just comes to your comment section because they know you and you laugh with them at school. They don't know that is a public environment, whether they like it. It's a global stage. There's a certain way you want to be seen on social media, and we're not here to joke. It's not only you that is seeing me. There's several other people. So, there's a way that they're going to be seeing me. You now go under the comment section to now comment one something like that. After deleting it, I'm going to cut you one. If that is going to stop you from commenting on my blog, please don't comment. Please don't. Do you understand? Somebody say, you don't have sense. Now just small joke could have been the joke. No, don't. No. Is there another way to communicate what you want to do? Don't insult. Don't do that. So it's very, very important that you set all of these boundaries and be very consistent when you set your boundaries. If you have a boundary right? You enforce it today, you break it tomorrow. Trust me, people are going to ignore it. I'm not playing. Consistency is what teaches people to take you seriously. You know, I said earlier that I was giving an instance with, some of these people in school back then in secondary school who never talk in exam halls. It's because they are consistent about it. That's where people get used to it. Yes. You say, don't call me pet names. And somebody is still thinking that you're playing and still teasing you around. The person is your office, you report them to your HR. And that's on period. I'm not playing. Because it's your boundary. Let them say you're doing too much. Don't care about it. It's your boundary. It's your boundary. I don't take hard substance. I don't even know why you will be friends with people like that. But I mean, they say give people a benefit of doubt or whatever, and then you people go for something and then they cook and put something in the food and you're not aware. You don't know that's a lot. Those people, they don't value you. They don't take you seriously. You've said don't slip something into my drink. I know that you people want to dance and be happy. Don't know. I don't take. This is this. Please don't call me, those names, right? So that you will really understand what I'm trying to say. Somebody is hugging you. Which type of hug is this one, my sister? They're touching you in a certain way. Don't laugh it off. Today you are stern. Tomorrow you say it's office. That's so then they do. That's how they joke. No, that's not how it works. You have to be consistent if you're going to enforce your boundaries. If you enforce it today and break it tomorrow, like I said earlier, people are going to ignore it. And please also accept that some people are going to be uncomfortable rather, with your boundaries. Accept that some people will be uncomfortable with your boundaries. That's why you don't need the whole world in your space. You don't need the whole world to be your friends. No. There are some people who are befitting of you. Do you understand? If your boundaries are going to make people to dislike you, oh yes, no problem. They should be going. They can make other friends that they can be insulting and treating anyhow. That's not you. The way you treat yourself is the way other people are going to treat you. If you don't put boundaries, people are going to treat you however they choose. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Right? And please don't feel guilty for choosing yourself. I think that's why I'm going to be rounding off. Don't feel guilty for choosing yourself. Choosing yourself is not selfishness, it's self-respect. You can love people and you can still protect your peace. I was listening earlier, it was my colleague who was here, and there was a story that came up, and he was talking about somebody who was in a relationship for 30 years, and the person is 45 years. At the top of my head, I'm trying to put two and two together. What is keeping you in a relationship for 30 years? It's because you don't have boundary. You can set boundary for yourself and say, I'm not Lord of the Rings. So if you're going to engage me for more than so years, I'm out of that relationship. I choose me. It's not because I don't love you. It's because I love me too. Because tell me why. You're in a relationship with somebody. Do you have parents? Do you have people that used to advise you? Do you have friends that used to draw your ears? How are you in a relationship for 30 years? And then the person now left you to go and marry another person. You see? You see that people will choose themselves? So why are you not choosing you? No. Tell me. Why are you not choosing you? Oh, you see, but in this relationship, that boy used to beat me. Or in this relationship, that girl used to beat me. But after, they used to buy me gifts and tell me that they will not do it again. You don't have boundary. My boundary is that there's a certain way you raise your voice at me and that relationship is over. Because I'm not going to wait for you to first kill me for my parents before I now know that I love myself and I choose myself. It's not true. And they just cheated only once. And they have changed. No. If your boundary is no cheating, the boundary should be no cheating. Let it be consistent. Somebody is in a relationship with you and say, okay, you know what? Let's have open relationship. Ha, open relationship. And it's not what you want. You don't even understand this concept of open relationship. You now say, you know what, I've been single for quite some time now. Let's just see as it goes. And then the person cheats and you think that the person is the problem. No, the person is not the problem. It's you. You don't have boundaries. You don't have boundaries. You're in a relationship, they are collecting your money, collecting your money, collecting your money. Our money, your money is my money. How did they talk that thing? Your money is my money is my money. I don't forget, get the way where they take talk that thing. When it's your money that everybody will be eating, my money is my own, but your own is our own. What happens to, what you can offer this person? How can we make this work together? Why is it only one person that is giving, 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 giving? No, it's not okay. So you have to even know the things that trigger you, the things that are disrespectful to you. You outline these things so that when people do it, you know when to correct. If you don't know these things, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. And like I said, the reason why we're touching this is because it's part of personal development on this program. That's what we're about. The growth and the personal development of young people. We touch different types of topics. It's just that this is a love month and we said, okay, you know what? Let's look at boundaries for a bit. It's really because boundaries align to personal development. Let's setting boundaries by the reason of having this conversation this evening be part of your personal development. Let it be a discipline. Be self-aware. If you cannot protect your energy, your goals will suffer. If you cannot protect your time, your growth will be slow. If you cannot protect your emotional space, you not gonna get peace of mind. And person when not get peace of mind, no they achieve anything. I'm not kidding you. So don't believe the lie that boundaries push people away. No, no, no. Boundaries, on the other hand, create space for healthy relationship, for healthy friendship. And boundaries apply to every relationship. People who respect you will respect your boundaries. All right. So, setting boundaries is part of loving yourself well. This conversation is dear to my heart because a lot of people are suffering in silence. People are breaking their boundaries, doing things to them and they are just swallowing it and they are feeling bad and they are hurting every other day. Open your mouth and talk. These people that are even doing these things to you, most of them, they don't even know that they are making you feel bad because you are suffering and you are smiling. Do you understand? You are taking it and you are smiling. They don't even know. So they will continue to do it until the day you open your mouth and talk. And not only that, standing by the decisions that you have made about what enters into your space and what does not. All right. We discussed boundaries today, how to set boundaries. Very important conversation. Like I said earlier, this is a love season. We're in the month of February and is a love month. And throughout this month, we're going to be touching one issue or the other that relates to, love and relationship. And today, we talked about setting boundaries. It's important that you choose you. And like I said earlier, people who love you, people who respect you will respect your boundaries. All right, my time is up. Thank you so much to every one person who found time to join us and grow with Sunshine.